Hey everyone, welcome back to another review, and today we're finally reviewing the Ninjutso Katana mouse, which has taken me a long time to get to because I haven't used a wired mouse in forever. I've been using wireless mice for past 2 years now because wireless has gotten so good and so low latency that I haven't seen the point in going back. But this mouse is actually 58 grams, and that's the big selling point because it's super light and has no honeycomb holes in it, so it should be a great option for people who don't want to go wireless yet or just want to stay wired. So I spent 3 months looking at this mouse, or I think it was around 3 months, my time's a bit off, but I spent around 3 months looking at this mouse, using it, playing Apex, playing CSGO, playing Valorant, all the games I could really try with it and see how it would be in my normal daily life. Now, for reference, I actually use an Origin 1X by Ninjutso as my daily now because, as you saw in my last reviews, I loved it. It's one of my favorite mice in the world right now, and there's some more coming out soon, including the Katana Wireless that just got revealed today, so I'm going to try to get my hands on that. But we're focusing on the wired one today because that's what I got my hands on, and it's also cheaper and lighter than the super light wireless. The Ninjutso mouse is a 58 gram wired ambidextrous shaped mouse, which is actually pretty common nowadays. Other than that weight, I see a lot of wired mice try to go for 60-70 because they don't try to go lower, but unless they're cutting holes inside of it, which this doesn't have any holes. It's a solid mouse and it's 58 grams, which is very weird to me. I haven't seen a mouse like this in forever. Last time I used something this light that's wired was the Glorious Model L. It uses a PMW3389 sensor, and that's actually really good. It's tuned to 1mm LOD out of the box, but you can also tune it in their software, which this one has, unlike the Origin 1X, which was my big complaint about that one. But you don't really need a software, but I love it because it helps me tune stuff to what I love to use. I use a 400 DPI, but sometimes I like to bump it up to 600, and then obviously repolling rate is very important, so you can adjust that in the software as well. Now, the wired part of this mouse is very important. It uses a paracord from them, which is called their Assassin paracord, and it's very light, but can also kink up at points. I've noticed that until you have to break it in. You have to kind of stretch it and mount it in a certain way so it won't kink up. But after a few weeks, it starts to not do that and just becomes straight and very light. It's actually really nice, so you don't have to mod a paracord into it unless you really want to, which I don't know if there is any available right now from other companies, but you guys can do your own research on that. It uses PTFE feet on the bottom of the mouse, so it gives it a smooth glide overall on every mousepad I've tried, and it's honestly amazing to see PTFE feet being included on every mouse now because it's just the best option for mouse feet. And of course, they're using good old KL8 switches on the mouse like they did on the Origin 1X, and these things feel amazing. The crisp click and tactileness of them is amazing. I love it. Please don't ever swap these out. I really like these ones. The shape of this mouse is perfect for claw and palm grips from what I can tell. I tried both. I'm personally a claw person because I just like that control with it, but palm is also great too, and maybe even fingertip. But something I noticed about the material of the housing is that it gets slippery over time as it starts to wear, so you might want to add some grip tape onto it by going to your local hardware store or sports store and getting some grip tape and cutting it towards the sides of your mouse. Now, if you don't want to install the software as well, as I mentioned before, it has buttons on the bottom for DPI and refresh rate on it, so you don't have to go through the software. But if you do want the software to tune it to exactly what you like, I recommend that. Again, the housing is very sturdy and has no flexing whatsoever, especially even though it's like 58 grams. There's nothing. It's very sturdy, it's very durable. I've kind of dropped it a few times by mistake, but overall it's actually really good. It's durable, it doesn't flex at all. Really good job. Now, when I was playing games with like Apex and all that, I didn't really notice anything different from my Origin 1X other than that cable, but the shape was also really nice for my grip because I've always liked a claw grip, and an ergo mouse, while nice, doesn't really fit my claw grip well, but it's still good. The cable really was messing me up a little bit, but I got over it. I don't use a mouse bungee at all. I made a DIY one with my monitor mounts of all things, and it's actually really nice. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. Should you spend $60 on this mouse? If you're looking for a wired mouse that is 58 grams, I say you should. It's actually one of the best overall options, and it's actually really nice. It's only in black, so if you want a white mouse, I'm sorry about that. But it's actually really nice. It's a good budget one in my opinion if you're going for really light but also want to stick with a wire, or you just don't care about it and you want a wire or you don't want a wire. It's still a great option. Great job, Ninjutsu. I really like this, and I'm excited to take a look at the Katana Super Light Wireless soon. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, click subscribe, click notification bell to see when I upload next, and thank you to Adese for sending out this mouse. You guys can buy everything in the link below. It's an affiliate link, so I appreciate you guys if you did use that to support me. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day.